All right, dear friend, here it's Mr. Z, your math coach. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on the time you're going to follow us. Today, we're going to learn how to convert a decimal number to an improper fraction. So which one we call an improper fraction? An improper fraction, it's a fraction where the top number is bigger than the bottom number. So the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So when you look at any decimal number, you can tell if you convert that decimal number, it's going to give you improper fraction. How? How? Well, anytime you have a decimal number that the whole number is greater than 0, like you see 1.3, you got 7.18, you got 4.98. Anytime you have a decimal number, the number that comes before the preceding the decimal point is greater than 0, where it's different than 0, that fraction right there is going to yield to improper fraction. Now, I will show you another day how you can easily convert an improper a decimal number to like this, where the whole number is different than 0, how you can convert that directly to a mixed number. All right. But right now, I'm going to show you how to go to improper fraction. All right, let's do here. The only thing you have to do here is to look, well, how many decimal points you have? How many decimal places you have? You have only one. So what you're going to do, you're going to get rid of it. All right. You're going to write the number without a decimal point. Then divide that by 10. That's it. All right. You look at here. This is we are skipping one step. We're skipping one step right there, dear friends. All right. So let's see what happened here. All right. So we are skipping one step, and I want you to learn it. All right. So let's see. And I'm going to teach you when we get to 3.8. So this one here, you got 2.7. Get rid of the decimal place, decimal point. So when I get rid of it, I got 27. Now, I'm going to divide. How many places do you have after the decimal point? 1, which is 7. So I'm going to divide that by 1 with 1, 0, which is 10. So the first two exercises that we did, those are the conclusion. But how do we do that? You put 1 here, all right? So you count how many decimal places you have after the decimal. I have only 1. So I multiply the top 1 by 10. And I multiply the bottom number by 10. So once I do that, 3.8 give me 38. 1.1 times 10, it gives me 10. But do not forget to simplify, like 38 and 10. You can simplify that by 2. You're going to have a 19. And 10, I'll simplify, they will give you 5. Now, if they ask you a question, convert this to improper fraction, they are not telling you to convert this to a mixed number. All right? Even though mixed number comes from improper fraction can be simplified to a mixed number. Whenever they ask you to convert this to improper fraction, they are not telling you to make this to a mixed number. So leave it the way it is. All right? Unless if they tell you, convert the following decimal to a fraction and simplify that one. And that way, that moment, you can convert that to a mixed number. All right? So we're going to learn how you can convert this improper, decimal right here, where the decimal, the whole number, is greater than 0, how you can directly convert that to a mixed number. I will show you. So let us keep the way we did on third exercise. You go here. You got get rid of the decimal points. When I get rid of it, I'm gonna have 9 and I'm gonna have 975. So how many decimal places do you have after that point? I got 2. I got 7 and 5. So I'm gonna divide that by 1 with how many 0? 2 0. Correct. Let's look at here. How many decimal places you have? I got 2. So I'm gonna get rid of the decimal place, decimal point. I got 369. So I'm gonna divide that by 1 and how many 0? There you go. I got 2 0. Do this right here for me. Get rid of the decimal points. Correct. When you get rid of it, which one you got? I got 4. I got 9, 8. So I'm gonna divide that by 1. How many 0? 1, 2. So I'm gonna divide that by 2 0. Here, since I got 3 decimal places, I'm gonna divide that by 1 with 3 0, which is 1,000. So get rid of this decimal place, decimal point. When I get rid of it, I have now 31, 36. How many decimal places? 1, 2, 3. So you divide that by 1,000. You can see, as I told you earlier, any decimal number where the whole number is not 0, is greater than 0, regardless it's 1 or 5 or 10, 25, any decimal number where the whole number is different than 0, always gonna yield when you convert that to a fraction, to an improper fraction where the numerator is gonna be bigger than the denominator. So right here, we get rid of the decimal points. I'm gonna get 4, 6, 8, 1. I got 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna divide that by what? By 1,000. Let's do the last one right there. I got 7, 1, 18. I got get rid of the decimal points. I got 7, 18. Well, I got 2 decimal place. I'll divide that by what? I'll divide that by what? There you go, by 100. But Mr. Z, but why the other one will divide by 1,000? Be divided by 1,000 because there are 3 decimal places. They got 1, they got 2, there are 3. That's why we got 3 0. Here, we have only 1, we have only 2. That's why we divide by 100. Let's look at here. So get rid of the decimal point. When you do, I got 123,000, whatever. Got 1,237,561. So you got that one. You got 7, 5, 6, 1. How many decimal places? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one here, you want to divide that by 1 and 4 0, 10,000. Let's do this one here. Get rid of the decimal points. Now you got that. You got 9. You got 4, 1, 6. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got to divide that by 10,000. Same thing here. You get rid of the decimal points. You got 1, 3, 6, 7, 1. How many decimal places after decimal point? 1, 2, 3, 4. So since I got 4, I'm going to divide that by 1 and 4, 0. All right. So the number of decimal places is going to tell you if you're going to divide that by 10, by 100, by 1,000, by 10,000, by million. Just count. Get rid of the decimal place, decimal point. Write a number without the decimal point and divide that by, if you had 1 decimal point, divide that by 10. If you got 2 decimal points, divide by 100. If you got 3 decimal places, divide by 1,000. If you got 4 decimal places, divide by 10,000 and so forth. All right? All right. I hope now you are able to convert a decimal number to any proper fraction. All right? So once again, you gotta do more exercise for you to get a hang of it. If you don't do exercise, you don't practice, it's gonna be hard for you to remember that. All right? Be blessed until next time.